So they recently buffed the 050 Ice Monkey to where now when a Moab class goes through it, it slows it down even without the use of its ability, which is awesome. But as you can see, it's not the slowest thing in the world, and then it goes back to its normal speed after it leaves. But if you use Permafrost, this thing goes down to a crawl and it stays like that after it leaves. So I want to show you a really cool strategy that you should use to knock out a bunch of maps in Bloons TD6. We're going to start it with a beginner map to show you how it works, and then we're going to move on to a harder map so you guys can see how it can really work. And I went with Quincy because everybody has a Quincy, so it doesn't hurt just to drop him down and take out the first few rounds. Now, our strategy for this, yes, we're going to slow everything down, but we need something to destroy those slowed down Moabs and slowed down Bloons. So what comes to your mind when you think of something that can just sit there and attack everything? Well, there's tons of towers. Like a MAD would be really good, but where are you going to get that kind of money, right? You want something that's going to be great early on. It's going to help you out. And the first thing that comes to my mind is going to be a Boomerang. A top path Boomerang is going to be amazing. Now, when you're placing on a beginner map, you can get such great spots. Like this one could cover all three once he has his long range. Here's even better because he'll spin those glides once he's a glide lord, just spin them around like crazy here. So this is probably the best spot. But once we get up to a harder map, this isn't always going to be possible. So we'll have to keep it a little bit on our toes, I guess you'd say. But for now, this is perfect. And for those of you who haven't been using Glide Ricochet a lot lately, where have you been? Because this thing is a sleeper. It's like 650 bucks on Chimps mode, and it can pretty much destroy everything as long as they're not too spaced. And then even then, just having Quincy in the back will clean it all up, and it's beautiful. Now, the only problem with going Boomerang strategy in the beginning like this is that it covers all the Bloon. You're so ready to go against every single Bloon except for Camo, but that's what Quincy's here for. But the problem is that first Moab. So you spend all your money building this thing up to a more glides, and then guess what? The Moab just walks through your defenses. So we're gonna have to come up with a couple things first. Now, the strategy revolves around our ice tower, but if you placed him down right now, you're just throwing away money because it does you absolutely no good in the early game. I'd say it doesn't even do you any good in the mid game. It's just there for the end, but that's why it's so cheap, right? It's like to get you that extra love. But once it actually gets to where it needs to be, it's gonna be awesome. Now this guy will have no problem carrying us all the way to 40, but we might struggle a little bit on Camo, and I don't want to use abilities unless I absolutely have to. So I feel like a good tower to have just in these situations, or if you didn't have a Camo hero, would just be a basic little sniper here. This one will get us all the way to 40, and it should take out 42 along with Quincy for a relatively cheap price. Now, like I said, I don't want to use my ice yet, but we need to make sure it's in a good spot. I feel like if it's here, it's going to cover everything, or even there's a good spot too. But I feel like this will be even better because once it's bigger, it'll hit here, 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 and here, and it'll just be pretty awesome. But like I said, we're not going to get it just yet because since we're going top path, our range is going to be awful. So we have to get it up to Arctic Wind and Snowstorm to even get any range on it. But now for that Moab, we might actually struggle a bit. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to throw a Moab Mauler because we're keeping it primary anyway. And this thing is just a beast of all beasts. So you might as well. And then it should be an easy win. Let's see how this goes. Even without Quincy's ability, we should be fine because all it has to do is take it open and then the Boomer has the rest of it for sure. Or am I wrong? No, the Boomer did it. The Boomer is the best. Look at that guy go. I love it. But we are going to need some more Camo later on, so we might as well just throw this one in here. Let's see if we can get everybody, even the bomb. There we go. All the way up to primary training. Now, all these guys are just ready to go. But the reason why I wanted to show you on a beginner map first is to show you that placements are so much easier. Like this would not fly on a one lane track or even right here where it bends once, because we have all this room to take it open with the Moab and then clean it up afterwards. So we're just on a really good spot here. You'd probably have to buy something else and couldn't shoot straight for the Glide Lord, but I'll show you that later. But now with this guy, you can pretty much go, well, let's see how far you can go. All right, this strategy was supposed to showcase the middle path ice, but I haven't even upgraded it. And this Boomerang is just destroying all the way into 94 with $93,000. It's absolutely absurd. I've been waiting for this thing to lose and it just can't. It literally can't lose. We maybe one will slip through here. Nope, still not. Okay, 95, there has to be no way at all. Okay, this has to lose. I love when I want to show off like one tower and then another tower just comes in as MVP. Look, jeez Louise. This is absolutely goofy. We're definitely gonna have to step it up onto a harder map. Honestly though, just moving the Boomer to here would make all the difference in the world too. It would not be doing this. You'd have to put it like here and then it still wouldn't be as strong because as you can see, his glides are hitting the track. So it's just destroying, absolutely destroying everything. But I truly did not expect to make it this far. Just use this strategy wherever you want, guys. Any place that you can find, like cubism at that bottom little spot would be beautiful, or anything like this. I'm just curious now to see how far we'll go on a harder track with only like one path to hit. At least we know that probably 97 and for sure 98 we are going to get dunked on. I mean, I hope at this point I want to lose. I want to lose, but it's just like he can't. Because he can hit it back here too, I think, right? He still might be able to beat them. Oh my goodness. Finally. My goodness. All right, let's get this guy and get what we're really getting into here. And then we're also going to range this up a little bit higher because why not? It gives him better range and then better slowing down ability. So I'm going to try this once without slowing it down with the ability and just see how he does naturally. Because watch, when it hits this thing, it is a good chunk slower. So that little bit that we lost, I think will be just fine. If not, we can use this ability multiple times, especially since we have the primary mentoring, which reduces our ability cooldowns on primary towers. But we should be fine. Okay, maybe we're getting a little close, but it should be fine. No abilities still, guys, none at all. I've not touched Quincy's or anybody's. And there you go. Wow, that was really cool. And we still have $80,000. You could buy, I think, a Mad with that, right? I mean, we could have just not bought an Ice and then bought an Array of Doom, but then that would defeat the purpose of trying to use this on harder maps. But if we take 98 with just this, usually by now we'd have a Relentless Glue, bottom path glue, a top path plane or something to like break everything up, but we don't even need it. Let's see 99. Can we slow him down enough? We cannot. Okay, finally we get some resistance here. Okay, let's check this out. So as soon as those things come into play, we can just slow them down, but then the other ones aren't there. So maybe we should wait for them all to come out. Okay, so when they actually get them all, that was really cool. I want to try that again, but get all of them in line. So we'll wait and see if that helps out at all, because they should be a lot slower too. How many are there? 8 or 9 or something? Let's do it. Okay, boom. Okay, so now we should be able to do this like with no issues since he's right here smacking them all in the face. Wow, dude, that's so much cleaner if you wait it out. Okay, now the bad I'm worried about because we're not slowing it down. The Ice Monkey has literally nothing to do with this. So we knew that was going to happen. Now there's a couple things we can do here. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with the bottom path Mermonkey, that would just destroy this thing easily. But since we already have a great tower, let's just use this one. We still have 58 grand left. Let's just keep bombing it. I think like 4 or 5 of these things are enough. And then once it opens, of course, the Ice Monkey will do all the work paired with the Boomerang. We'll have 0 issues. I think one more here. So let's take it open. There we go. And then we don't even need to do anything else. They'll slow them down themselves. And if we needed to, we could use the ability, but why? You don't need to. Let's try out the newest map, Enchanted Glade. I don't have much experience with this, and the strategy I did use was not this, but I think we can make it work. Now, it's going to be a weird spot for Quincy, but I want the Boomerang right there in the middle just to clear up everything. Now, if this works, I doubt it, but let's see. I didn't even think he'd take down round 6, and I don't think he will. We'd have to do some kind of like, yeah, we're going to have to do some kind of targeting here. Or just use Quincy completely differently and start off with a sub and a dart just to make it actually easy. Because like I said, not too familiar with this map. Now there's my Morg lives, but I'm thinking since we're not going to be using a sniper this time, might as well be good to use a sub with advanced intel. And then we could use Quincy's range for the camo. That could be pretty cool. Now that's a lot of money, but now we have a good thing here. Plus I can throw a dart monkey for the Moab. So here's where this guy's going to go, which might be a terrible spot. Because if it can't hit here, I'm going to be pretty upset about it. But I'm wondering if I can get everybody in here. Maybe if I can even get the sub, we'll be in a great spot here. And we'll go all the way up. Did I get him? I missed him. So if we restarted, I'd like to put him a little bit closer to the bottom. But I think we'll be okay. We need our camo. But now this is what I was thinking about right here. Is this guy should do enough damage that Quincy will open it up. And then the Boomer should do the rest. So we are going to have to use Quincy's ability. Come on. And then the Boomer will get it. Yes, because he's a beautiful, beautiful tower. Now, like I was saying before, there is absolutely no way we can make it to the end with this. So what I think we'll do is we'll get this one and this one. Because if you remember correctly, we had like $90,000 before we needed to spend anything. So it would be safe to use this for all of our Moab breaking down and then him clean up and then we'll get Glyve Lord and we'll be good to go. Now, the only downside to this is going to be 63, but we should be okay. I'm thinking, well, I don't even know if we're going to be okay here. We should be without any abilities, but I do have Quincy's second ability ready to go. If we need it, do we need it? No, we don't even need it. Are you kidding me? Can you not be so good, Boomerang? Like, can you try to like be a little worse? But unfortunately, we're 2 grand shy of 63. So I wonder if we're gonna be able to take this down naturally. I doubt it, dude. I don't think a Boomerang's that good. Yeah, so maybe we can try this one, get all the way up. That just shoots us back like way too far, but it might work. It might be enough to hold us off. And it is. That is crazy, but that might do more damage than good. Yeah, okay, that wasn't good enough. We might need a glue gunner later anyway, so what if we go like this and get this one? We don't know which glue we might want, so let's try this one out. Go on strong, and maybe that should be enough. And it's cheaper than getting our ice all the way up. Can it be good though? Let's see. Not happy with it at all. That was gross. But there's no denying that getting all 3, although spending all of our money, will work. This is the second rush. Yeah, oh no. Okay, I'm gonna do it. We're gonna have to do it, guys. This is gross, but we'll like it. And it goes all the way there, so we're fine now. We're gonna be fine. This is all we can do. Okay, this is it. Oh my goodness, I did not want to. We're back down to no money. This might be a restart if this doesn't work out. I absolutely hate this because, yeah, we could freeze, but we'll be here all day fighting for this. So another option when you run into those kind of walls is just don't spend 2,700 on that, and I think we'll be just fine. I think we'll have more than enough. Now we can also use Quincy's ability if things get a little too rough, which they probably would right there. So let's just make it easier on ourselves. And now we just need $2,000. Can we do that? Come on, Boomerang. You're almost there, baby. Just don't lose. Okay, there we go. We got our Glide Lord just like we wanted. Now, this isn't probably the strategy I would use on this map. I mean, the Boomerang's probably going to be really good considering that it can hit around twice. But I just want to see how good something like this can be. So 85 is where it's understandably too much for us. But remember, we don't even have this yet and we had a ton of money saved up. So this should make it just fine. And now we can use the ability. I am not usually one to advocate like heavy ability usage, but with the ice one, it's so chill because you just use it, it freezes everything down, and then it comes back relatively quickly, especially when you have this upgrade here for primary mentoring. Now, I don't see why we shouldn't at least get to 95 with this. We are going to have to buy some other stuff because like I mentioned earlier, we're not on a beginner map with like 15 different spots to hit it. So just because this guy can slow things down doesn't mean that it's going to be like the easiest thing in the world on a short map like this one. Because you can't even touch any of these towers until they get right here unless you have something like a plane or a helicopter. But the fact that this guy's shooting up to the top there is really nice because even when you think it's going to go through, he is going to freeze them one more time to allow this guy, which can also hit up there, to take it down. So we might go farther than I think. I lied. DDT suck. So on DDT rounds, all we have to do is freeze them like so, and then he'll just trash them all because they're going to be slow after they unfreeze too. But I don't think that's going to be possible during 95 or what was it, 99, where we waited for all of them to come on screen. I don't think that's going to happen because the odds are on this side and there's just not enough room to allow them all on here. But it really doesn't matter because this is an advanced map. You're expected to have to try a little bit harder, and we still have $55,000. Like literally a super glue could make this so simple right here. It would just stop everything in its place with the ice. Like watch this, watch. We'll go all the way down, right? This isn't the best choice for 100 because neither of these two towers are going to do anything on 100, but we could get a first strike or yeah, probably a first strike. But look at this. They slow him down. He slows them down. So they're pretty much just stopped forever. And then this guy can just keep trampling them down. It's beautiful. It'll happen on 95 too. And this is without using an ability. Like if we wanted to, we can throw in the ice ability, but they're not even coming around the corner. They're too afraid to even come face to face with the Boomerang. So I take back what I said. I would use this on this map. Why wouldn't you? If there's at least 2 points of contact, so here and here, then this strategy is perfect. Look at this go. It is crazy. This is the one I was nervous about, but super glue should stop him. And we still have $52,000. So what do we do about 100? Like if I had to guess, we're not even going to get to its little tail feather opening. So we would have to buy like 2 submarines or a bomb or 2 submarines or something just to blow it up because yeah, we didn't even make it to its 3rd tier. We knew that would happen. Not a big deal. So what we can do here, can I even get water in? Okay, we can. We'll go here and we'll go here and we'll just double blast them right away and we should be okay. Honestly, we can get a 3rd, but just in case you weren't able to get like all of them because it's a hardware map or something, because I'm showing you this so you can use it on multiple maps. So you might not have an extra $20,000. You might have had to put like a recursive cluster down because you didn't place all the towers correctly, or you had struggle on the first Moab around 50, and so things had to change. So we're just going based off of like, let's keep it as light as possible. Now this is working. It's still great, and we can look. Let's make it even harder on this guy. Let's make him even harder to move. He's just stuck there, can't do anything, and then we can blow everything up without any troubles at all. Give this strategy a try. Let me know what maps you were able to complete with it super easily. And if you have not yet, check out this video where we take Rogue Legends DLC in Bloons TD6 and beat it in under 1 hour. So if you're struggling with Rogue Legends at all, check out this video. I'll make it super easy for you.